Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm reviewing the Three Doctors set. I was about to say Three Doctors Enemy set, which this can be confused for. It is similar, it is a 3-pack and it is with 3 brand new figures, but technically with that one it was 2 new figures and a hand puppet. But anyway, I'll go first. The order I was thinking of doing it is worse than second worst, then the best last. You know, save the best till last sort of thing. So I would have to. Sorry for those of you who are a big Jo Grant sort of fan. I am not. Therefore, I would say this is the biggest. Not well. She is good. The figure. It's just that out of the set, it isn't the reason why I got the set. I don't really care for Jo. She is the main Third Doctor's sort of companion. It's just that I prefer Liz Shaw than Jo Grant. And then you may say, what about Sarah Jane? But yeah, I do prefer Sarah Jane over Liz Shaw and Jo Grant. But she's more of considered the Fourth Doctor's companion. So if you look at the last couple of stories toward Jon Pertwee's era, he always has to drop her back on Earth somewhere. So, she is nice, detailed wise. Really nice. The detailed, sculpted hair. They've even added in the rings she has. Really nice little clothing material, like feel of it. The sort of go-go boots. The only thing, and bulge joint, well, that isn't detail. The only thing that I don't get, though, is that her skin tone is sort of normally white colour, and then, like, even on camera, even though this isn't a HD camera, you can see the difference between that skin and that skin. It's like proper beige, like tanned, which doesn't make any sense. And then her face is really nicely done. But the only thing is, though, is that I don't like the face is actually good. Actually, I just don't like the companion that much. So even though it's a good figure, I don't really care for it that much. So that's why I've had to put it as the least sort of good one. There is a feature that you can swap the arms, so you're getting 2 in 1, and the coat. Coat's just plasticky material, imitating sort of like the blue furry sort of jacket. Again, I'm not going to show you the feature because it's really hard and fiddly to do. And you know what to do. You know, you just pop the ball joints out and stuff. They are both ball hinged. So yeah, I haven't shown you the articulation. Yeah, ball hinged. With this one, you've got more. This version of Jo, you've got more articulation. Hence the reason why I prefer this one. In at the second joint, hands go full 360. They normally go full 360. A head can go full 360 without the jacket. With the jacket, it's obviously a lot harder to do. Legs go in at the knee joint, leg joint, and stuff, but obviously there is limitation to upper leg movement because of the skirt. So that's her, plus her accessories, which make her sort of 2 in 1 figure, which is the first time we have seen this sort of new feature in the Doctor Who. From what I know of the Doctor Who figures, or at least, yeah, with arms, usually all we get is swappable heads that you can see a lot in just any sort of series of action figures, and that again, the head sculpt is really nice. It's just a shame it's on a companion that I don't really care for as much as, say, Liz Shaw or Sarah Jane. So that's why I've just had to put her at the bottom of the list. Gone through her. so I'll move on to my second. Move the Brigadier out as well, so I've got my space to show you the second best one in my opinion. Ironically, the Gel Guard. This set is obviously based off the Three Doctors set, so I recommend it if obviously you're a big fan of the what is it, Joe Grant, which I am not, or just a fan of the episode. But obviously, if you're already a fan of just collecting Doctor Who figures, generally both new 3.75 and classic series ones like I am, then there's no real point in recommending it because you'll just get it anyway. Whether it's bad or good. People like Batman March and Doctor Who Snippets and me and Mega Shorts and Mega Wood 100 get, and my channel, the Doctor's Assistant one, we all just get the sets whether or not they're good anyway. Good or bad. I do really like this figure actually a lot. It's nice, it's not human-esque or anything we've really seen before, because the way the classics started out were just that they did figures that were already available sort of to them in the new series, so you know, the Daleks and Cybermen for example, and then just changed the designs of them, whereas now we're getting fully good brand new monsters from this sort of classic series, which you don't see anymore in the new series. But yeah. Yeah, it's just red with a green wash over it, that's all. It's rotocast. You can put your finger in the hole. You know, rotocast. There is only one movable joint, and that's the claw pincer, which is made out of a different mould, obviously. It can't really go left to right. It can kind of a bit, but not much, just mainly up and down. It's mainly its articulation. And yeah, you can kind of squish it in. And then obviously the eye is the main bit, which is the bit where it's like two separate molds for the iris bit, like the bit around the eye, and then the pupil and the other bit is a separate piece to give it that sort of hollowy effect. So that's the Gel Guard. The main reason why I personally wanted to get the set, the Brigadier, I've used him many a times in the figure adventures that I do, but as just a random army soldiery dude, and now that we've got the official Brigadier, it is amazing. I would have preferred sort of a different set where you got, I was thinking of a different set that they could have done for the they could have done this idea as just popped in my head, which wouldn't have been too expensive, I don't think. Auton from the Three Doctors enemy set. Sort of exact same sort of figure, but in a beige costume, because he wore beige in the first sort of stories. I think it was more towards the end of John Pertwee's era that he wore the green suit, and then Liz Shaw and the Auton, and Liz Shaw with some scientific gear or something. That would have been a cool idea, I think. Yeah, it's amazing detail. All the bells and whistles, like the straps going across, all the little belt buckles and little sort of badges for awards and that, you know, that soldiers get. The little brown patterns on the shoulder pads. Even little metal bits and the symbol on his cap. The only problem with mine is that the cap has a little, you can see, can you see it? A little cut, sort of like a bit of the milliput cut off, and a paint on it, some random brown paint. But apart from that, it's brilliant. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better Brigadier. action figure. There's his holster, his unit badge. The belt buckles even go onto the back, so they haven't been lazy or sloppy. Obviously he's got hair, and the red sort of band on his cap goes all the way around, and all that, and it just, even all the way down to his hands, they've got gloves for him, you know, so it's not just a normal flesh hand. They've gone into that much depth, it's just amazing. He does come with his trademark, just get it carefully for you, his trademark pistol, just a standard ordinary pistol. I will obviously use this figure in Figure Adventures, obviously, because now we have the official Brigadier. Obviously his face sculpt is amazing as well. You know, you've got his tash, his sort of sideburns a bit at the sides, and that, and it just looks amazing. I can't tell you enough how much just how astonishing this figure is. It's just amazing. It's just really good, really good classic series sort of action figure that we've been all waiting for a long time. Everyone in the Doctor Who action figure and just Doctor Who community, I can imagine, even if they're not fans of the figures and they just like the show, they probably have thought to themselves that they want a Brigadier figure. Articulation wise, it's pretty good. Head goes side to side, could do a full 360, but I'm not gonna. Hands go full 360. Arms go full 360 as well, and have a ball hinge joint, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't have thought so, but they do. In at the knees, no foot articulation. Legs can kind of turn full 360. There is waist articulation. Okay, maybe not. There's really stiff waist, but yeah. Not much, not the best for articulation. I mean, yeah, okay, you've got the ball joints in the arms, but I think the lower half, the waist, the legs, and that aren't as good as the arms are. But apart from that and the minor details with this cap on mine, which for some strange reason wouldn't show up on camera, apart from those minor complaints, I think this figure is a fantastic figure, and all in all, the whole set is an amazing set, well worth $26.99. To be honest, as I was saying to my mum, I was very surprised that this didn't come out at $55.99, as the Three Doctors Enemy set did originally when it first came out. Because you know, these are three brand new figures, so technically three new figures plus the variant. But then you could say that is a new figure, that's a new figure, that isn't really a figure, you know, because of the way it's been molded and all that. But you still get sort of three figures as well, plus the you know, interchangeable parts and doohickeys. That's why you kind of get in, you know, 4 or 3, however you like to look at it, you're getting a lot for your money. That is why this figure set gets a well-earned 10 out of 10, hands down. All got good detail, immensely good detail, obviously good articulation, but I think out of these three figures, the detail does more justice, or just does more. So if you're looking for three really highly detailed classic Doctor Who figures, I highly recommend you get the Three Doctors set. Thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next figure review sometime soon.